Hey guys, in today's video I've got a reasonably simple but effective and profitable strategy to show you. A lot of people have underestimated or simply looked over this strategy because it falls in a grey area between simple and complex. But trust me, you do not want to skip any part of this video because mastering this strategy will bring you guaranteed profits. I'm going to show you everything step by step, isolating critical parts to ensure you have all the tools you need to be profitable. First things first, we need our chart, so open TradingView.com. I always recommend using this platform for exploring new strategies as its tools are unrivaled. Now select any cryptocurrency or Forex pair you would like to trade on. Try and make sure it has a decent daily volume. Basically, as long as it's a well-known crypto, that will be fine. Now select the 5-minute time frame. You can use any time frame between 5 minutes and 1 day. You can do longer than 1 day, but it will just take a very long time to get trade entries. However, please do not select 1 minute for this strategy. The reason is the 1 minute time frame is essentially gambling if you're using a scalping strategy. Now that our chart is ready, let's add our indicators. For this strategy, I have selected 3 indicators which are all free and give us our entry signal and 2 confirmations. Now let's add the first one. Select the indicators tab at the top of your page and search for MACD. This is going to be one of our confirmation indicators. The MACD indicator looks pretty simple. It's just a few histograms and MACD lines. The histograms represent buy or sell volumes. This is how many people placed buy or sell orders during that candlestick. Now we need to optimize this indicator to get the most out of it. So click on its settings icon, and once you're there, navigate to the style section. Now let's disable the MACD and signal lines because we won't be using them in this strategy. Then move to the inputs tab and change the fast length to 25 and the slow length to 100. Alright, that's it. Now here is how we will be reading and using this indicator. Whenever the MACD bars are green and above the zero line, there are significantly more buyers in the market driving up the price. This means we are in an uptrend and a buy signal from our primary indicator will be valid. The opposite is true when the MACD indicator is red and below the zero line. This means there are more sellers in the market, which is driving down the price. This indicates a bearish trend and means that a sell signal from our primary indicator is valid. Now speaking of our primary indicator, let's add it to our chart. So again, heading to the indicators tab and searching for Traderxo. Make sure you add this one by BTC Charlie. Now as you can see, this indicator is very clean and simple. It contains 2 moving average lines which will display either a red or green color depending on the market's moving average direction. The top line here is the fast moving line and the bottom line is the slow moving line. Now we're going to be taking signals from this indicator based on which way the lines are crossing. If the crossing is in an upwards direction, this is a signal for long entries, and if the crossing is downwards, it's short entries. For our entry signal, we will only have 2 conditions to pick from with this indicator. Either we will be given a buy signal where the crossover is upwards with a green bullish signal and this trading bar will be closed green. Or we will get a sell signal when our cross is downwards with a bearish signal and the trading bar is closed red. Now as you can see here, if we were to enter this bullish trade, we would have had quite an awesome profit. Now I want to show you why we won't be using this indicator by itself. If we only looked for this indicator's entry signals, look at all these trades we would have entered that were completely wrong. It's quite a lot and would drastically reduce our profit margins. But not to worry because we're almost ready to add our third and final indicator. Just before we do that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it to help get my content out to new viewers. I'm not sure how many of you will be able to predict this indicator, but it will of course be a regular EMA indicator. I always add this indicator because it is the only indicator I find accurate enough to get the true market trend correct. So heading to the indicators tab and search for EMA, you can select the default technical indicator here. Now let's change some settings on this indicator by clicking on its settings icon. Then in the input section, change the length from 9 to 200. This will make our line far more smooth and in line with the overall market trend. Now in the style section, I'm going to change the line's color and thickness. I chose yellow as it's the easiest color for me to see against the dark blue background, but you're welcome to have any color you'd like. I also changed the line thickness to the second highest option. Now as you can see, the line is in sync with the general trend of the market, but it ignores these random dips and bumps. Using this indicator is very simple too. If the price action is moving above the EMA line, the market trend is in a bullish direction. The opposite can be said if the price action is moving below the EMA line, with the market trend being bearish. Now it's time to pull all our indicators and conditions together to learn the rules of this strategy. So condition 1. We need our primary indicator, the Traderxo macro, to cross over in an upwards direction whilst being green, and it must issue a green bullish signal. Remember, the price action bar must close green on this bullish signal. Condition 2. The MACD indicator must have its bars green and above the zero level. And the final condition, the price action must be moving above the EMA line. In this example, all these conditions have been met, so we can enter a long trade. To do this, place a buy order on the close of the trigger candlestick, then place the stop loss at the most recent swing low. Then place the take profit at 1.75 times the risk. As you can see, this trade would have been successful. Now let's take a look at short entries. So for short entries, the rules are almost the exact opposite. Condition 1, we need our primary Traderxo indicator to cross over in a downwards direction with its bars being a red color, and it needs to issue a red sell signal. The price action bar must also be closed red. Condition 2, the MACD indicator must be a red color and below its zero line. And the final condition, the price action must be moving below the EMA line. With these conditions met, we can place a sell order on the close of our trigger candlestick. The stop loss will be set at the most recent swing high, and the take profit target will be 1.75 times the risk. You can see that this trade would have been very successful. Alright traders, hopefully these conditions were simple enough for you guys to understand. Now I'm going to jump into the backtester and bring you guys the results. So I've just finished up, and before I show you the results, just quickly, here is a spreadsheet of all the trades. As you can see, they range quite a bit in terms of profit, but they averaged out quite nicely. Now here are the actual backtest results. This strategy had a win rate of 70% and grew my account by 164.39%. These are very good results and I'm super happy with them. What I like the most about the strategy is the varying wins and losses. Because we set our stop loss at the recent swing low, the actual wins and losses change depending on how close or far away the swing low is from the entry point. As you can see here, our most profitable trade made $69.33. This is because the trade that this stack comes from would have had a recent swing low quite far away from the entry point. What this means is that the 1.75 times reward target would have been far more percentage-wise than a trade that had a closer swing low. It's little details like this that made developing this strategy so enjoyable. I definitely recommend you give it a go and make sure you practice on a demo account using paper money before using it in live market conditions. Of course, backtest results always vary and you could get slightly better or slightly lower results. Now with that being said, this strategy is complete. Make sure you ask any questions you have in the comments section, as it's often really helpful to other viewers who haven't understood something. Also, a quick side note, I love seeing your guys' results, so make sure you send me your Trader's Edge backtest results. If you don't have a backtester and want to see how it works, I left a link to my backtester, Trader's Edge, in the description. There's a 7-day free trial with no commitments, so I definitely encourage you to check it out. Alright, enjoy the strategy, stay profitable, and I'll see you in the next video.